Hey folks, this is immigration attorney Hass Abdullah from the San Francisco Bay Area, and I'm the principal attorney of the American Visa Law Group. And I'm here to talk to you about the Nunc Pro Tunc application in the immigration context. What is Nunc Pro Tunc? Nunc Pro Tunc means now for then. And so it's a special type of filing. It's an outstanding type of relief for a particular problem or situation that you're experiencing where you need to backdate your approval. Now, the two most common examples of this would be doing a Nunc Pro Tunc for an H1B where your I-94 has expired due to no fault of your own or due to just ignorance. And another would be a Nunc Pro Tunc for asylum. Now, there's a lot more context and situation that you can get by reading our article, our blog article. The link is in the description. But just for this quick video, I want to talk about these two very common scenarios where you need to file a Nunc Pro Tunc. One of them is in the H1B context. So for example, when you file an H1B petition, it gets approved. It gets approved typically for a 3-year period. And the beneficiary of the H1B, sometimes they leave the country and then they get an H1B visa stamp and then they come back to the US on that H1B visa. But that passport has an expiration date that is a year sometimes or even more earlier than the expiration of the underlying H1B petition. So what happens in that situation is the US CBP Customs, they will give you an I-94 on your readmission on your H1B visa stamp to match the expiration of your passport. And in some situations, that expiration date could be well in advance of the expiration of the underlying H1B. So what happens in that situation? Unbeknownst to the H1B beneficiary, they may not discover this until more than a year from reaching from triggering unlawful presence when their I-94 expires. And so in that situation, if they were to leave the country, if a year has accrued of unlawful presence, they will trigger a 10-year immigration bar. If they overstay by 6 months, but less than a year, they can trigger a 3-year immigration bar. So what needs to be done is, in that situation, do not leave the US. Instead, you have to file a Nunc Pro Tunc petition asking for a backdated approval. There is no guarantee you're not entitled to get the Nunc Pro Tunc approved, but generally USCIS should oblige and resolve the situation, and it is very important that you do this as soon as possible. The other context would be asylum. In some cases, people enter as a derivative asylee, and the primary asylum beneficiary later adjusts status, becomes a permanent resident, and then applies for citizenship. In that unique scenario, the derivative asylum holder will actually not have the chance to apply for adjustment of status. And what they need to do, it's outlined on USCIS's website actually. They discuss where you would have to file a Nunc Pro Tunc asylum application where you will qualify for asylum on your own right. And then you can apply for adjustment of status and permanent residence. And don't worry, you don't need to prove you actually have a full-on legitimate asylum claim as the derivative. You're just asking for an outstanding benefit through the Nunc Pro Tunc process. So that's basically it. There's more context and more examples and more details in our article on Nunc Pro Tunc applications if you click the link in the description. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you found this to be useful and would like to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.